It's Friday, June 5th. I've got my loud bird here. I walked out earlier and said, ugh. Well, I looked out the window. It wasn't very sunny. I went outside. It was really muggy. I'm like, okay, I'll go do this in my room. And then the sun came out. And I came back out and suddenly hot and muggy. Feels a little bit better when the sun is out. I don't know how to explain it. Good morning. Thank you so much to everyone who had suggestions for my sleeping problem. I am going to try them. I'm going to look up the videos, channels on YouTube that you suggested and do the relaxation technique that you suggested. I actually slept okay last night, but that's just typical. I mean, if I sleep badly for 3 nights in a row, I'm tired enough that I actually sleep, so. But I will be taking your advice, and thank you so much. So much. I really appreciate it. I got my loud bird. So, yeah. So I did sleep okay, but I don't anticipate sleeping that great tonight. I got some companions here. Hey, pup. Quit licking me, you licky girl. You're a licky girl. Yes, you are. You're a licky girl getting a cuddle. Yes, you are. I haven't had my cuddle with Maisie yet today. She's a late sleeper, too. Right, pup? Right? Anyway, not much. Oh, I won a poker tournament last night. It was a tiny little poker tournament, and I won $30. And so that was fun. That's a skein of yarn. Of course, the 4 days that I didn't win anything, the last 4 times I played, I'm not ahead. I'm still ahead from my big win. But anyway, that was fun. It's always fun. Other than that, I knit on my tool pay for a while. Yesterday, watched too much TV. Took the girls for a nice walk. Talked to Dennis. That's it. I am going to be... Oh, there goes Maisie out in the yard. I am going to be probably working on my room a little bit this afternoon. And so that'll be fun, or else I'm going to be working on my clothes. I have a bunch of clothes that need to be ironed or steamed and put away. Oh, I'm going to be working on my clothes because I have got to get my summer clothes out and my winter clothes sorted. So that's what I'll do this afternoon. So that's what I'm going to be doing this afternoon because my room is piled up. Because I've been pulling out my summer clothes and piling it on top of my winter clothes. Anyway, you don't want to hear about it, but that's what I'll be doing this afternoon. But I'm going to be doing some knitting and walking the dogs. We are expecting thunderstorms again. Pearls gets nervous and some, but Leslie had asked in the comments how she was doing with the thunderstorms, and it made me really think about it. And she's actually doing better. She's still nervous. But I said to Dennis, it seems like she's not, reacting nearly as strongly, and he agreed. So she may be feeling less stressed. I mean, my other dogs who were worried about thunder got worse as they got older. So I think that's kind of interesting to think about. But she's nervous. So she'll be nervous later today, I'm afraid, because we're going to have more thunderstorms. It poured last night again. So we'll soon have mud here. The first big storm, it wet the grass, but everything got absorbed. But a couple more days of heavy thunderstorms and we're going to have mud in the house. That's just how it works around here at this time of year. I start hoping for a drought. I'm not really. And we haven't had, you know, a lot of rainy days, I don't think. Cloudy, dreary, but I don't know. It would be muddy around here if we'd had very many rainy days, so. Girls are in the yard. I don't hear the woodpecker today. So anyway, so I will be working on my tulpe, and I've ordered my yarn for my l'envelope. I'm glad some of you are interested in joining the knit along for the round the neck and shoulders. I don't even know what to call it. L'envelope, neck and shoulders, cowl. I don't know how many of you are interested in the l'envelope, but at least one besides me. But there are lots of shawls and cowls coming up, so that'll be good. It'll be fun to do. I put a thread in the Ravelry group. It's a chatter and FO thread at the same time. I don't expect to have so much going on in this knit along that I can't deal with it if I decide to give prizes, which I haven't decided yet. I mean, I'm sure there'll be prizes. There's always prizes, right? I have things in my, I think Pearl's peeing back there behind me. She pees for a long time. I have lots of yarn in my stash that I think he'll like. Oh, I have to email my friend Simona. I sent her 2 skeins of yarn. She has a sock knitting machine, and she's making sock tubes for me. But it's a 60 stitch sock machine, not a 64 stitch. And I usually knit my socks 64, but I thought, you know, let me try a couple and see if 60 works for me, because she'll do more for me. Because I'm not knitting socks these days, and I want socks. Because I've lost weight, so it's possible that I could wear a 60 stitch sock. But I figure even if I can't, I can knit from a sock blank. I mean, a sock tube is just like a sock blank, right? So even if, you know, if she does it and it turns out I can't really use a 60 stitch sock, I can tell that by just trying on the tube, I would think. So, and if it doesn't work, then so whatever I knit with this yarn will be knit from a sock blank. So win-win. So we shall see. I sent that off yesterday. Went to the post office. Did a few things that needed to be done, you know, sort of pay this, pay that kind of things. Yesterday. They were on my mind, so that's nice to get that done. But anyway, so that's the news. So I will let you know when those come. I guess I'll message Simona when I'm done so she doesn't learn from the vlog if she watches it. That I sent her a couple of skeins of yarn yesterday. But so that's set in motion, and we'll see what happens. I hope 60 works, because I would love to have her do a bunch of them for me. And then I can just sit down and do a heels and toes session for a week and make myself a bunch of socks. Because I haven't worn a pair of store-bought socks except to mow the lawn in a couple of years. So I don't want, and I've started wearing out my socks a little bit, and I haven't done anything about darning them, except I bought a darning mushroom, but other than that. And my mother-in-law gave me that back, and I forgot to ask her how it went, if she actually darned her socks. She borrowed it. I'll have to ask her if she actually darned the socks. So anyway, we're going to go over there one of these days. They need company. So that's it for me. I don't have any newses. I can talk for 10 minutes without having anything to say. It's crazy. But, except thank you. I really appreciate the suggestions. I really do. And I will be taking your advice, because this sleeping thing is driving me crazy. And now the clouds are coming in. We are expecting thunderstorms today, so that makes sense. So I will say goodbye. Hope you're well. Hope everybody is well. Hope everyone is well. So I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe and stay sane.